did you ever take the F3 to an airshow? Not displaying it, but on static? And
yeah, no. I need to send you another photo.
There we go.
So, I think I told you last time, I was a pits display pilot. I had my own little pits display, and the very nice guys down at RIAT invited me down for a display down there, and I was extremely chuffed with that. And I don't know if anyone remembers me. You get the
I've seen the video.
You get the fan photos kind of thing. This is RIAT, and I think there was like one of me of like 3,000 pictures taken, because there were some amazing events, and acts like ours on between the F-22 and the Red Arrows, and literally I was the toilet break. I saw everyone just queue up to the Portaloos while I did a few loop-the-loops, But anyway, a guy called Gino took the F3, and I'd made a bit of money from from the little gig, just enough to sort of cover my costs. But I took my flying suit, and what I loved about all the air shows were the Air Cadets. The Air Cadets just absolutely pulled it out, and without them, none of these things. And they'd be on the line, like patrolling the crowd line. Day in, day out, baking hot sun, and almost forgotten, obviously they're not forgotten, but you're just like, oh my God. Yeah. So it got to the end of the day, on the last day, and the Red Arrows were displaying, and I was, me and Gino and a guy called Pat, we were like legging people up. I don't know, sorry, am I in the way? Can you see the fuel tank?
Yep.
We were like legging these Air Cadets up on the fuel tank to climb up on the wing, and we had them all across the spine at the back. And then I went to the ice cream van, and was like passing up ice creams just to like give all the Air Cadets like ice cream. So and just as it was finishing, like a few of them had gone, like a photo was, this mobile kind of boom thing took a photo, and I hope, those Air Cadets kind of remember that. Yeah. But, you've got to do stuff like that.
Yeah, because even when I remember, like when I was going to air shows, I think it was a German F4, and they were showing you around the cockpit, and the pilot was there, and I was like, can you sign this photo? And it stuck with me.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of like, for us av geeks, they're kind of like celebrities, what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll remember that forever now.
Yeah.
And,
well, the F3, it was, a little bit run down towards the end.
Yeah.
Airshow wise, I went to quite a few air shows actually on the Little Hawk. I don't know if your viewers remember the last video. I was on 100 Squadron for a few years, and that was really easy because it needed minimal support.
Yeah.
It was tasked through one group, so instead of 22 group, which normal Hawks are, the tasking would come to, let's say, one group that, some air show like the Hungary air show would need an asset, and they'd go, well, it's a Typhoon, Lightning or a Hawk, it's on our books, and Hawk just pop off, and literally we'd go, no engineering support, and have the weekend and then fly back, and it was like no business, and the German Typhoons would rock up next to us with 30 engineers and loads of spares just in case they broke, and we're just like in a little Hawk scooting it up and then going home, it was great.
That's brilliant stuff.